Justin Samba, Sambaland CEO, was preparing a bicycle wheelchair for one of the disabled in the community when he met a young man trying to fix and raise money for a broken wheelchair that belonged to Mwansa, who had not yet resumed school. The CEO then visited and assured her of his prayers and the need to always trust in God. This is the second visit after that interaction. Hi everyone, this is Clarissa representing Sambaland. I'm here with our very newest friend. Her name's Mwansa. I will allow Mwansa introduce herself fully so that we get to know and appreciate her background story. Hi Mwansa. Yes. Nice to meet you, Mwansa. So if you can just give us a little background story about who Mwansa is in a nutshell and what is Mwansa all about.
So my name is Mwansa, a grade 9 pupil from Chongwe Inclusive School, and I'm also a young journalist.
Young journalist. Oh, great. So this is Mwansa, a young journalist, and she's at Chongwe Inclusive. What activities are found at Chongwe Inclusive School?
There are a lot of activities from there. There are wheelchair racing, different kinds of sports.
So what sports do you engage in?
None of them.
Why?
Nothing.
So when they are racing and doing everything, you're just there about being a journalist?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did the hobby of becoming a journalist come in?
Well, I was just inspired by my friends. I had a friend, Exuda. Her name was Exuda. She was also a young journalist. So she was the one who inspired me that. And even though I never had that dream of being a journalist or stuff like that, but I just had to become one because the whole thing was just so nice, so motivating, and yeah, I also wanted to know how to broadcast news and know how to interview people.
So it should be the other way around. You should be interviewing me, not me interviewing you.
Yeah, I can also do that.
Okay. So, Chongwe Inclusive School, what sort of disabilities are found there? Like the people that are inclusive.
Alright, the school doesn't accept people who are mentally disturbed. So they just want people who are just physically challenged. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all about it.
Okay. So, grade 9. So how would you say you like school already, I can see, which is great. So what do you hope to achieve after school? What do you want to become?
Well, I want to become a mental doctor.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
I just want to become a mental doctor because I want to be helping sick people. A lot of people lose their lives, so I think I'm just going to be a lifesaver someday.
That's a very great ambition, actually. So yeah, this is Mwansa, a very, very bright student, by the way, and this is a girl that has said no to disability, that physical disability is definitely not inability.
What challenges do you face?
More especially when I don't have a wheelchair. I have challenges of movement. I can't even move from one place to another just like others who has. Sometimes I just ask for a friend's wheelchair, but just people. A person will just not be the same way he or she has always been. He or she will just not be lending anytime, any moment, whenever you feel like being helped. Yeah, so I face a lot of challenges when it comes to going to classes, take my bath, maybe to go wash my clothes, stuff like that. And to make the matter worse, it's not like at our school, water is where we fetch water from is near. It's a bit far from the hostels.
So you do fetch water using your wheelchair?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, we just use. I have a bucket, so I just fetch water in a bucket. After that, I just put the bucket on my lap, then I just start washing myself. It's just so easy.
It's easier.
I never used to do this, but I learned this from
the
school.
arts. Yes, you get to grow into it.
Yeah, so I'm now used. I can even fetch water for myself, wash my clothes, and do other things for myself.
Okay, I see. That's lovely. So, just to get a little background check on how you became disabled.
Oh, how I became disabled.
Mhm.
It sounds a bit funny, simple. It's kind of a joke, yeah,
Okay.
because no one really never saw it coming, and I didn't even know it would become so big and reach to this extent. But then I'm just used. I'm now used to it. I can't walk, I can't do what, I can't move, but that wasn't my fault. I didn't even want to become like this. So yeah, I'm not even used. And
But what really happened?
Oh, what happened is that we were just playing with my friends. So after playing, when it was time to bath, we had to take some 5 liters to go and fetch water. There was a well where we used to fetch water. It was a bit far from home. So on our way going there, everything was just okay. We were playing, laughing, we fetched water, but on our way back, I mistakenly stepped on just a little stone and fell. So that's when I was just waking up. I just felt like someone stabbing me from the back. So I didn't take the whole thing serious because I just thought that maybe I just fell and I'll be fine. Nothing happened. Maybe I didn't even fall that good. So yeah, we went back home. I had to hide everything from mom, from dad. I just had to keep quiet. So when we slept the same day, I fell. Around 0102 somewhere, I just started having back pains, and it was just so uncontrollable. The pain was so huge, and I couldn't even control it. Mom tried to find out what went wrong with me, but I couldn't say anything. Dad came, asked me questions, but the only thing I would say is just that nothing. I don't even know what happened. Weeks passed by, the condition became worse until to this extent.
Okay. But you never visited the hospital there and then?
I went to the hospital for checkups, but nothing was found. My spine was just okay. Everything about me was just fine. No sickness was found. I even had to stay in general hospital for 3 months. So I couldn't even sit. I couldn't move. Every part of my body was just cold. Someone would just use a sharp thing on me, but I wouldn't even have that feeling that someone is doing something on me. I just see the person doing that, but for me to feel that,
You lost the sense of touch. That's pretty sad. But we are glad you're adapting to the situation and you're able to do one or two things.
yeah, and I can really say that disability is not really inability.
Exactly. That is
Just
the
because a
spirit.
person doesn't have legs, doesn't have hands, that doesn't mean you can't be something in life.
In life, exactly.
Here I am. You can ask my mom. They do watch me on television, and
Really?
I do that despite my challenge. I interact with people. The other time I was with Biflo in Lusaka, we had fun. I even go out for workshops. I can still gather information on my own.
You should be giving us the links. We also want to be watching you so that we keep tab of the things that you are doing.
Alright, that's not a problem, but yeah.
Okay. So guys, this is Mwansa. We have something for Mwansa, don't we? We have something for Mwansa right now.
of becoming a doctor, and now I'll be able to go back to school. By tomorrow I'll be at school again. Thank you so much.